finely illustrates the keys required to establishing leadership with your horse. I've turned this 2-year-old bay horse into a well-established group of mares and geldings. You're watching him being assigned his position and rank within the herd. The group is defining his boundaries and his manners, and therefore assigning his job position within the herd. It looks a bit like the group has set up a round pen, doesn't it? The group is directing his movement and setting distance from them. He's told what to do and where to go, and when he gives the correct response, everyone relaxes. He willingly accepts his instruction, and though he did kick out once, he did it while he was moving away. By the way, this is the bay gelding you saw in the earlier herd footage, who was responsible for the forefront of investigating the threat. He was assigned the bottom number. So, let's talk about how all this pertains to you joining up with your horse. These horses are explaining precisely the key concepts to assigning your horse a lower rank, how you can become the lead partner. The keys, as they are demonstrating, are in first, establishing boundaries. Secondly, directing your horse's movement. Third, eliciting willing response. And of course, providing reward for that response. Let's take a slower motion look. This group wants him on the perimeter. It's never polite to simply run into any other horse's space, and here he's told so. He's to always respect space boundaries, and to enter he must request, not simply charge into. The gray mare moves him out by directing her energy, ears up, aimed right at his behind. She then flattens her ears to tell him to move out. As soon as he's the right distance, she stops. That's his reward. He starts to turn back in, and a second mare steps forward to redirect him back out and away. It's actually only a few feet distance. As soon as he moves those few feet, she rewards by releasing pressure. As long as he stays at the proper distance, all is quiet. So I guess you could say he's being sent away, but certainly not chased or run down. These horses are directing his movement and setting his space boundary. He's told he can relax or to move quickly. When we're setting up our partnership with our horse, then we need to set a boundary and direct his movement. We need to tell him when to move, how fast, how far, and when he's given the correct response. This can be done in a round pen or a square pen, on a lead line, lunge line, or wherever you might be. Special equipment? No. We need to correctly, quietly, and unemotionally direct our energy the same way these horses are relating to each other. It doesn't matter where you are or what equipment you have. You will achieve a higher rank when you can tell your horse where the boundaries are and when he or she has crossed them. Your horse's learning is solely based on the application of pressure and the release. As soon as you release pressure, you've rewarded your horse. And sometimes, inadvertently, we teach our horse the wrong behaviors. For instance, you tell your horse whoa, he stops and then takes a couple more steps. Your whoa cue is the pressure, and since he stopped, you relaxed. Relief of pressure. So you taught your horse that whoa means stop plus 2 steps, or he may take more. If you're mounting your horse, you won't be very happy when he takes those extra steps after stopping. I'm called frequently to correct such issues, and often it turns out that the owner accidentally taught the horse to walk away.